Whispers in the shadowy corners of social media gave way to an explosive reality TV controversy that is rocking the entire love and hip-hop world in a matter of hours. The biggest bombshell of Bambi's career has just been revealed. Bambi is renowned for her fearless demeanor, fierce clapbacks, and memorable on-screen moments. She is pregnant, according to several sources. This, however, is the twist that caused the internet to explode. The father is not Scrappy. You heard correctly. The same Scrappy who supported her over years of chaotic drama, public disputes and emotional roller coasters, is purportedly no longer the baby's father. As if that weren't crazy enough, there is a rumor circulating in Atlanta that suggests Scrappy's true father may be someone he knew and trusted. Mark the treachery with a dot. Unimaginable. The fallout is a nuclear dot. The internet completely collapsed. Every picture, every post, and every caption is being analyzed by fans. Bambi has a spotless Instagram. All is revealed by Scrappy's mysterious tail time. I'm not even shocked. 1 million people have reposted it. Then, as if this weren't already 2025's messiest scandal, Mama D, the mother who never chews her tongue and the queen of chaos, joined the conversation and made cryptic remarks and chuckles that all but verified everyone's worst concerns. However, there is more to this tale than just a baby. Lies, treachery, and secrets that have been spoken in the shadows, but are now making their way into the light, are all central to this story. What actually transpired between Scrappy and Bambi, then? Who is this mystery baby's father? And how did everything fall apart in such a spectacularly disorganized way? Watch this space, because once we get started, we'll discover why everyone on the internet keeps asking the same question. Before rumors of secret affairs, betrayal, and secret infants spread over the world, one of the most talked about couples on Love and Hip Hop was Bambi and Scrappy. Their relationship was both furious and delicate. Fans used to think their love story was a fairy tale, but it wasn't. Wrapped in high-end clothing and public theater, it was passion and suffering, loyalty and deceit. There had always been a ticking time bomb in their relationship. In all honesty, the explosion was unavoidable. Let's go back in time. It all started when Bambi, a recent addition to the basketball wives scene, made a big splash in Scrappy's life. She was more than simply a gorgeous face. She was brash, self-assured, and aggressive. Scrappy, still recovering from his roller's mental injuries relationship with Erica Dixon, was a roller coaster. Discovered a woman capable of matching his fire in Bambi. Together, they appeared invincible as they called each other ride or die on TV, posted relationship goals on Instagram, and looked gorgeous on red carpets. However, the fissures were already visible behind the scenes. According to close acquaintances, jealousy, ego, and persistent rumors were the main causes of the couple's ongoing conflict. Scrappy was accused of being overly close to his ex, while Bambi was frequently accused of being possessive. Their reputation as Atlanta's power couple was eroded by every reunion special, interview, and public dispute. They continued to advance in spite of the mayhem. They tied the knot. They began a family. As they welcomed their adorable children and appeared to at last find peace, fans watched. However, things weren't as flawless as they appeared when the camera stopped moving and the lights went down. Insiders claim that their marriage became a battleground of distrust, isolation, and silence. Scrappy began to spend less time at home, as he concentrated on his business endeavors and music. Bambi apparently felt ignored and misinterpreted while balancing parenting and her own goals. The murmurs started when their once electric chemistry turned toxic. Fans initially noticed that Bambi had stopped wearing her wedding band, that her captions had become cryptic, and that she no longer liked Scrappy's postings. Then followed the interviews, in which Scrappy implied that marriage isn't what people believe it to be. When their divorce was made public, fans were split apart. Some claimed that Bambi had always been battling ghosts from his past, that Scrappy was the issue, and that he never really moved on from Erica Vixen. Others claimed that Bambi never really opened up and was too chilly and reserved. Regardless of the reality, their split wasn't amicable. It wasn't silent, and it most certainly wasn't finished. Because there was always something, even after their breakup. Tension at cast gatherings, a dubious post here, an interview there, the electricity between them was unresolved. Then, following months of quiet, an odd event occurred. Bambi vanished from the public eye. No red carpet appearances, club appearances, or mysterious tweets. Her daily posts on social media gave way to sporadic narratives. Fans thought she was getting better, moving on, concentrating on her children, and leading a gentle life. Peace, however, is short-lived in the realm of hip-hop and love. A blind item appeared on a gossip blog that revealed celebrity secrets a few months later. It told the story of a reality star who recently got divorced and was purportedly pregnant by someone close to her ex-husband. Just enough breadcrumbs to ignite social media and the fans, no names, no information. They didn't even require time to reflect. They were fully aware of the subject of the post. One person commented, "There's no way this isn't about them." Another said, "If it's true, that's wild. She just got out of that marriage." Bambi and Scrappy, hands down. The theories began to fly. It was a lie, according to some. Some claimed that the timing was too odd to be disregarded. Bambi had been skipping appearances, avoiding full-body images, and sharing pictures in big sweatshirts. Fans claimed that these were all classic indicators of someone concealing a pregnancy. Scrappy said nothing at first. However, that quiet spoke a lot. He had already heard rumors, according to those close to him, that Bambi was seeing someone new, not just anybody, but someone from their own social group. The name that kept coming up. Before they began to dig, young Jock fans dismissed it with laughter. They discovered old footage of Bambi and Jock flirting during interviews, cuddling during production breaks, and making jokes on red carpets. It was sufficient to raise suspicions even though it wasn't proof. The shocking revelation, Scrappy's mysterious Instagram story, came next. All is revealed by time. I'm not even shocked. Everything was altered by that one post. The internet went crazy. He has read one tweet. Without explicitly stating anything, Scrappy essentially confirmed it. Even Bambi's longtime rival and Scrappy's ex, Erica Dixon, joined the conversation. Fans went crazy when she liked a post that said, "Karma always comes back around." It was more than a rumor by then. It was a full-fledged public circus. Bambi stood in the center of it all, invisible, mute, and unreachable. She was heartbroken, according to her friends. Some claimed she was furious. "I'm sick of people who don't know the whole situation dragging me into public disgrace." One thing, though, could not be disputed. Everyone was waiting for her to say something. Whispers from Atlanta's entertainment industry, meanwhile, became more audible. Scrappy, according to some, has known for weeks. One fact was confirmed by insiders, even while others cursed, "You found out from the blogs like everyone else." Scrappy was prepared for battle and felt deceived and humiliated. Because this was more than simply love and allegiance to him. Respect was at issue here. Being performed in front of the entire world is something that Scrappy takes very seriously. The scene was prepared. The players were positioned. And the complicated, heartbreaking story's next chapter was about to blow up. Because fans discovered something horrifying when the truth finally began to come to light through covert recordings, cryptic tweets, and Mama Ds. Tea flowing like it was a full-time job. This was not your typical breakup. Bambi basically just confirmed it's not Scrappy's baby, one fan remarked on Twitter, while another said, "She said he'll find out with everybody else." That's cold. The video quickly gained popularity, and was repeated thousands of times on all platforms. It was present everywhere. Facebook aunts were debating it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Bambi was just overwhelmed, according to several supporters. Others called her the new villain of hip-hop and love, dragging her cruelly. However, after that, things went from terrible to unbelievable. At last, in typical Scrappy way, he spoke. He didn't compose a statement, or take part in an interview. He immediately went to Instagram stories. His comments were straightforward but impactful, and the screen was dark. All is revealed by time. I'm not even shocked. Just the harsh reality, no names or emojis. Supporters lost their thoughts. Yes, he is aware. While the internet was still recuperating, the true shock came from someone no one anticipated, Mama D. If there's one thing the world knows about Mama D, it's that she never keeps silent when her kid is harmed. One commenter said, "Scrappy is basically confirming the tea." In a matter of hours, she went live on Instagram, while drinking tea, and giving the camera a sidelong glance, as if she had been anticipating this moment her whole life. She started, her voice full of confidence, "I told my son to leave that woman alone, but I knew you all thought Mama D was just being messy. Look at what's emerging now." The comments immediately went viral. Mama D knows something, so spill the tea. This was what she had been waiting for. However, what she said next caused a stir on the internet. Is it true? Is Scrappy not the father? Someone inquired in the comments, and Mama D paused, grinned, and laughed so coldly that it made everyone shudder. "You tell me," she replied. She abruptly ended the live performance. The internet went crazy. It was essentially confirmed by Mama D. Fans let forth screams. That chuckle told it all. Social media was ablaze now. Bloggers were making connections, extracting old videos of Bambi and young Jock, enlarging grainy pictures of them together at events, and producing complete. This was a Netflix documentary about conspiracy theories. The next turn of events was a mysterious tweet from young Jock. "There are some things you simply have to leave behind." Just one sentence. It only required that. The internet went completely out of control. "What? Why would he say that now?" he asked, almost admitting guilt. Jock was trending with Bambi and Scrappy in a matter of hours. And the story was obvious. Fans were certain that Jock was the baby's hidden father. This is where things became even more bizarre, though. Bambi had disappeared while all of this was happening on the internet. She turned off comments, erased her most recent postings, and went black. Nothing at all, no captions, no explanations, no stories. And that's quiet. It was more powerful than any denial could ever be. People began to speculate that she was hiding because she was aware that the truth would soon come to light. Some said she was just keeping her peace. In any case, her abduction merely added fuel to a fire that was already roaring. Scrappy's attitude was shifting in the meantime. He was angry, ashamed, and seeking the truth, according to 2 blogs that were leaked by close friends. According to reports, he was requesting a DNA test to demonstrate that he was the father, but to demonstrate that he wasn't. The internet erupted once more after that discovery. As the controversy intensified, insiders revealed that Scrappy had been hearing rumors for months that Bambi had been seeing someone else, someone from his own circle. One fan commented, "Oh, he knows. You don't demand a DNA test unless you already suspect it isn't yours." But until the tale became viral online, he was unaware of its depth. Then, as if things couldn't get any messier, Scrappy's ex-girlfriend Erica Dixon chose to stir things up. Fans immediately interpreted her liking a tweet that said, "Karma always comes back around," as insulting Bambi. This is what Erica lives for. Everyone was looking for answers by this point, with one user commenting, "She's sitting back watching karma work in real time. Who is the true father? Was Bambi concealing something more significant? Was it Jock?" Most importantly, what would Scrappy do next? The world had already been shocked by the first surprise, but the second one, which was about to happen, would send the internet into a tailspin because, while Bambi was hiding in silence, additional evidence was revealed by an anonymous source. A dot from a screenshot. Bambi and a pal were texting each other. "He'll find out, friend girl. Bambi, you can't stay hidden forever. When that occurs, I'll take care of it. Friend, all I need is some time. What happens if the bloggers discover it first? Bambi. After then, it is what it is." The word went viral. She was aware. Fans let forth screams. She has been keeping this a secret for months. What had begun as rumors turned into a full-fledged controversy complete with reactions, proof, and public betrayal. And the most bizarre aspect, that the following turn of events would demonstrate that this was more than a love triangle. It was a trap for love. Because Bambi didn't deny anything when she eventually spoke up. Everyone gasped as she uttered those 5 words. "You genuinely don't know anything." Fans realized this wasn't the end at that point. By no means. Just when fans believed they understood the entire plot. When all of the gossip pages had already published their headline, and each and every YouTube host had already recorded their parting remarks. Nobody anticipated the move that Bambi made. She abruptly reappeared on Instagram following weeks of silence, and her ghostly disappearance from the internet. No moving essay, no long caption, and no live video. One image, a close-up of a small newborn's hand softly encircling hers. There were no words, no tags, and no parent to be found. That one picture went viral on social media. Did she just confirm it, I wonder? On Twitter, one user yelled. The baby was born to her. Scrappy, where are you? One more admirer made a demand. She made no mention of him, nor did she tag him. Pure anarchy ensued on the internet. Hourly posts were made on gossip pages. Fan theories were becoming viral. And the same question was burning in everyone's minds. The father is who? In a matter of minutes, individuals were examining the picture closely, much like detectives looking for hints. The baby's skin tone was deemed too light by some. Others said that Bambi was purposefully withholding the information in order to prevent any confirmation. Then Scrappy went live during the height of the conjecture. Scrappy launched. He was seated in his automobile, his words full of rage, his face stern. The live performance lacked polish. It wasn't serene. It was hot, raw, and oozing with annoyance. You'll keep asking me about some damn baby, he said sharply. I don't know anything about that. I don't have any proof that's my kid. So, until I do, I'm not saying anything else about it. Bang. The internet erupted once more. He said, and fans yelled in the comments. The baby isn't his, according to Scrappy. Everywhere, the video was reposted. Every fan page, every timeline, and every gossip blog echoed his words. The responses were strong and immediate. He was referred to as heartless by some. He was merely telling the truth, according to others. However, one thing was for sure. Bambi did not deny this. This was Scrappy's rejection. When Matt came back, the animosity escalated even further. She wasn't laughing this time either. From her living room, just those 3 words, no context, no names. However, it was too late. Whether it was deflection or denial didn't matter to fans. Social media went into meltdown mode after the tweet. It's not a denial. People let out screams. If you're not involved, why tweet? He is at fault. He simply told on himself. Every video, theory, and post grew increasingly disorganized by the hour. Bambi, meanwhile, remained silent once more. Just one enigmatic move after another, with no explanation or comment. And it was deafening to hear her silence. However, while everyone on the internet was going crazy, someone else was observing everything. Furthermore, they had no intention of letting Bambi dictate the story. Because a few days later, another recording, a purported voice memo between Bambi and one of her friends, came to light. Her voice was quiet and a little shaky. Scrappy was never supposed to know, she remarked. The fandom went into full-blown hysteria after that one sentence. It just wasn't supposed to happen like this. Once more, she acknowledged it. Fans let forth screams. He wasn't supposed to find out, she literally said. There was no denying it at that point. This scandal was no longer merely a rumor. Everyone wanted to be in the front row of this full-fledged, career-shattering meltdown. Now Scrappy was enraged. He started implying on the internet that he also had receipts. The final escalation followed a mysterious post that said, "People love playing victim when they know what they did. Keep the same energy when the truth drops." He didn't tag anyone. He didn't need to. Everyone knew who he meant. Bambi declared that she would go live at 9 p.m. tomorrow. I'm being honest. The internet stopped working. Was she going to make a confession? Deny, reveal, or definitively identify the true father? Every blogger, gossip site, and fan was prepared. The countdown started. Because no truth remains hidden in the messy world of hip-hop and love. And there would be an explosion if Bambi was truly going to tell her the truth. For ages, the question had evolved beyond simply identifying the father. It was the secret. What would happen while Bambi remained in hiding? The world was watching when she finally said them aloud. Everyone was aware that time was running out, and that Bambi's next words would have a profound impact. The world stopped when Bambi went live at last. There were literally 100,000 people waiting. Hearts pounding, fingers flying in the comments, eyes fixed on their phones. Every podcast host, blog, and gossip page was prepared for screen recording. The truth was what everyone desired. The screen wavered. She was there. Bambi was seen on camera sporting a simple black sweatshirt. Her energy was calm but heavy, and her face was bare. Bambi fans weren't accustomed to the fiery glam. This was emotional, worn out, and raw. She inhaled deeply before speaking in a steady, low voice. She started, "I never wanted things to get this messy. However, since my name is being used in games, I suppose it's time for me to make some clarifications." The comments section blew up. "Let's get started. Bambi, say it. Who is the father of the child?" Bambi looked directly into the camera as she adjusted her hoodie. He then dropped the real bomb a few minutes later. A screenshot of a purported text exchange between him and Bambi. "Just be honest, Scrappy. Is this my child or not? Scrappy, why are you even asking me that, Bambi, since I already know the solution? Believe what you want, Bambi." It only required that. The internet exploded in a way never seen before. She didn't even refuse. Bambi essentially acknowledged it once more. The receipts were obtained by Scrappy. In a matter of minutes, blogs were sharing the screenshots alongside Bambi's live video. The headlines were harsh. Bambi affirms that Scrappy is not the father. With receipts, Scrappy claps back. Hip-hop chaos and love. Who is lying? Bambi. Scrappy, or Mama D re-enters the conversation. Mama D did, of course. Once more, she went live. Angry this time. No games, no grin, no smirk. Look, I told. She paced her living room and remarked, the truth always comes out. From the beginning, that girl has been lying. My son is being embarrassed by her while he tries to act innocent. No, not today, darling. She had a fiery comment section. Don't miss Mama D. She cautioned us. She had been accusing Bambi of being a fraud. Then Mama dropped a mysterious statement of her own. She's been dealing with more than just Scrappy, and he's not the worst. The audience gasped. Even so, what does that mean? Theories blew up. Names were all over the place. She was allegedly making references to young Jock. Lil Baby was pulled back into the fray by others. Additionally, some conspiracy-minded fans even proposed the existence of a third man in the shadows, someone influential and connected to the industry. Every store, every fan page, each content producer was attempting to solve the puzzle. It was being devoured by the internet like popcorn. But something darker was developing while everyone was analyzing, revising, and sharing theories. Scrappy started giving the impression that he was prepared to put an end to all the rumors. According to insiders, if he dropped the proof images, messages, and possibly even videos he was sitting on, everything would be destroyed. Bambi, meanwhile, fell silent once more. There were no more posts, no follow-ups, just a wall of silence that exacerbated the tension. Fans were divided. Team Scrappy versus Team Bambi. Comment sections became battlegrounds between #ProtectBambi and #ScrappyDeservedBetter. She is the antagonist. She is the victim, I see. He is not telling the truth. Something is being concealed by her. Mama D simply continued to post her signature line repeatedly throughout it all. In the end, the truth is always revealed. By the end of the week, the situation wasn't just trending, it was legendary. The kind of drama that stops the internet cold. However, another voice memo leaked just when everyone thought things couldn't get any more chaotic. And this one had the power to destroy reputations, relationships, and maybe even the entire show. Because this time, Bambi wasn't talking about herself. She was talking about Scrappy. And what she said next would make everything you thought you knew completely irrelevant. The real shock was still coming. Just when the internet thought it had seen every possible twist, every leak, every live, every cryptic post, a new storm hit. And this one changed everything. Late one night, an anonymous blog dropped what they called the final piece of the puzzle. It was a leaked voice memo allegedly between Bambi and one of her close friends. The audio was grainy, but the voices were unmistakable. Bambi's tone was low and calm, but laced with something colder. Revenge. Everybody's so worried about me, she said. But if they knew what Scrappy's been doing, they'd shut up real quick. The friend on the call hesitated. What do you mean? Like what? There was a pause, a long one, before Bambi replied, let's just say he isn't innocent either. He got a whole situation that nobody knows about. That one line blew up the internet again. She's flipping it again. Fans tweeted, what do you mean he got a situation? Gossip pages went into overdrive, scrambling to uncover what Bambi was hinting at. Within hours, a rumor surfaced that Scrappy had allegedly been involved with another love, a hip-hop cast member, a woman he'd supposedly been helping with music. During his split from Bambi, receipts began flying across the internet. Son. Officially, this is the wildest hip-hop and love season ever. Mama D wasn't finished, though. She leaned in and looked directly into the camera. Y'all think you know who the baby daddy is. Y'all don't know nothing. Keep watching, he said, sending everyone into a tailspin. Keep watching, she said, indicating that it's someone else. What happens if the baby's father isn't a jock or young child? Who's left? Who might it be? Either the entire internet was now a scene of cybercrime. Anything that could provide the missing piece of the puzzle was being retrieved by fans, including deleted tweets, interviews, and footage. Then a new picture surfaced, just as the chaos was beginning to subside. It featured Bambi strolling next to a man in a hoodie and gold chain in a late-night parking lot. Fans claimed to recognize the man even though his face was partially obscured. Shati Red is the producer. Nah, that's definitely Hitmaker, someone tweeted. Some claimed it was a promoter from Atlanta, who had a reputation for dating women in the industry. Whatever the reality, one thing was for sure, it wasn't Scrappy. Hashtags like #VoicedHeffather and #BambiObMystery became popular in a matter of hours. Blogs competed to remove the exclusive content. Every hour, podcasts went live. Additionally, the story was beginning to be covered by mainstream media. However, Bambi shared one enigmatic story that momentarily silenced the internet while everyone was debating. On a white screen, there was only black text. A woman who is no longer in hiding cannot be destroyed. No justification, no emojis, no hashtags. The crowd went crazy. It's hers. She essentially acknowledged everything. She claims that she is no longer concerned. Energy of a queen. Additionally, just Scrappy dropped his last bombshell, just when everyone thought it was over. A screenshot of a text exchange, I guess. Bambi wasn't involved. It was only saved as studio, and had an unidentified number. Have you told her yet, Scrappy? A studio? Not just yet. She's not ready, in my opinion. She'd better be honest before I do, Scrappy. No background. Just those terrifying words, no names. The internet split in two. What does that signify? Studio, who is it? Is the real father a musician, I wonder? Fans who have been following since the beginning were stunned. The distinction between rumor and fact was now entirely hazy. No one was sure what to believe anymore. Was Bambi concealing more? More than one secret? Was Scrappy attempting to keep someone safe? Or was this whole controversy a complex, multi-layered publicity stunt for the upcoming season of Love Hip Hop? According to insiders, the show's producers were in a panic. Some demanded significant changes because they were afraid it would ruin lives, while others wanted to air everything exactly as it happened. Bambi and Scrappy, meanwhile, fell silent once more. Nothing, no lives, no posts, no shade, nothing. Alive, no, shade.